This happened last year, and I still do not know if I made the right decision. It was around 11 p.m. and I had just arrived home from a late shift. I live in a small apartment in a less desirable part of the city, so I am always a little nervous when walking home. That night felt odd. As I was unlocking my door, I noticed a man standing at the end of the hallway. He was not doing anything, just standing there, but something about him made my stomach drop. I got inside, locked the door, and tried to calm myself. Not even 5 minutes later, someone knocked hard. I froze. It was not my neighbor. She texts before coming over, and I do not really have friends. WHO visit unannounced. Then, a voice, please, can you just let me in for a second? Quote, it was a woman. She sounded out of breath, almost panicked. I looked through the peephole, and there she was, perhaps in her mid-20s. Wide eyes, glancing down the hall like she was being followed. I know, a foolish decision, but I opened the door just a little and asked her what was going on. She whispered that a man had been following her since she left the train. She did not know where else to go. That is when I realized, the man I saw earlier. My heart was racing, but I stepped aside and let her in. I locked the door immediately, turned off the lights, and we just stood there in the dark, listening. A few seconds later, heavy footsteps passed my door. Slow, like someone was looking for something. Then, nothing. She stayed for about 30 minutes, just sitting on my couch, shaking. I offered her water, and we barely talked. Eventually, she called a friend to come pick her up. When she left, she just said thank you and disappeared down the hall. I never saw her again. I do not know if she was telling the truth. Maybe she was genuinely in danger. But I think about that night all the time, and I cannot decide if I did the right thing, or if I got really lucky.